Hello traders, this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is December 13th, 2025. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great night. I wanted to talk to you about some things. Are you following someone who just says keep it simple? Do the least amount of just keep it simple. Don't worry. You have a 50-50% chance winning and losing. Just take a long or a short. Just pick an area on the chart and you'll be okay. How is that working out for you? That's called gambling. Are you following someone who can actually teach you a methodical approach to the market that can actually go candle by candle and tell you where price is heading with a high probability? Are you able to do that? Can your guru do that? Do you know anyone that can do that? If not, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you one-on-one how to navigate through that market each and every day, each and every minute to understand where the market is moving and why. It is the finest objective trading that you will ever see in your life. Yes, I am biased, but I can back it up. Once you learn the objective system in the market, there is nothing, I'll repeat, there is nothing else to learn. You have a choice to make. You are who you follow. Are you following a guru who talks about how big their stop loss is? Just win more than you can lose? Just take a bounce? Go ahead and meditate prior to trading because meditation helps. Go ahead and journal all of your gambling trades to try to figure out what works and what doesn't. How do you figure out what works and what doesn't if you don't know what the fuck you're doing in the market? That's a pretty sad story. We're all these traders that know what they're doing and have these gambling habits. How come they don't show their trades? And those who do show their trades, they're still losing their ass. They're gambling. You cannot just simply lose day in and day out, 50, 60,000, 20,000, 30,000 here, 40,000 there, and then make one big YOLO trade. That's called gambling. You wouldn't even make it, you would not even make a T-ball team. No one would want you on their team. You're only as strong as the weakest link. And if you teach people one-on-one and they practice day in and day out, they understand the level of skill that they have to trade. I recently mentored someone and they simply asked me if they could go ahead and paper trade. And I said, no. It's not good for you. You will know when you're ready to get in the market. That is correct, traders. You will know when you are ready to get in the market. When you show up to that field and you show up to that court, you're prepared. How do you know you're prepared? Because I show each and every mentee how to navigate through that market. And if you practice that, it's like climbing stairs. Does someone have to teach you how to climb stairs? Does someone have to teach you how to walk, run, or jog? Think about it. Does someone have to teach you everything in life? Or are you able to pick up on things? And are you able to listen? Are you teachable? These are questions that you must ask yourself. Are you using a stop loss? Ask yourself why you use a stop loss in the market. Don't tell me this bullshit about fucking risk management. I use a stop loss because of risk management. Risk management starts before the execution of a trade, traders. And no one's ever told you that because no one can teach you that. Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And they want to protect their ass and tell you, use a stop loss. Because they don't have the skills to teach you how to actually trade in the market. And therefore, they don't want to be responsible for all your losses and fuck-ups. Because who are you going to blame? You're going to turn around and try to blame them. You are going to try to blame them and you don't want to accept responsibility, period. I tell traders all the time, if you don't have the skill, then you don't trade. You have to prove to yourself that you have that skill. You don't go out and buy accounts to gamble, to test your skill. You should know whether or not you have that skill and you're gaining that skill. Here at breathingwiththemarkets.com, any of the mentees at any time can ask me if they want to be tested, or they can approach me and say, hey, I'd like you to test me in my skill. I can see what they're doing. I can see how fast they're doing it. I can see how fast that they identify things on the market, right? I can see this. It's objective. Again, we had a nice meeting today. It was about 4 hours long, or probably a little bit over 4 hours. There were traders on there showing their charts, navigating through the charts, candle by candle. Can you do that, trader? Can you actually do that? Are you going to look in the mirror and lie to yourself? Can your guru do that? Or are you going to tell me you don't need to? Because if you sit back and say you don't need to, get out of trading. Because that's what true trading is to being able to navigate with objective evidence in the market for the highest probability trades. Are you just gambling? If so, why even watch YouTube? If so, why even go out and seek education if you want to gamble? Because when you pay for education, you should know who you're following. Are you following the Rolex, the Lamborghinis, the cars, and how well they talk to you? How they want to lure you in and say the sale's ending quickly? Are you following a guru, a support and resistance guru who claims to be a multi-million-dollar guru, and all they say is how long they've been in the market, how much money that they supposedly made? But they cannot show all of their records. They cannot show all of their trades, but maybe some may claim that they have shown all their trades. You want to believe that shit? Believe half of what you see and nothing you hear, traders. How did they get that money? Do you know anyone that has actually laid out all of their trades when they say and claim that they took $10,000 to $1 million? Did you even ask to see their trades? Do you even ask to see their entries and what time frame they were on? No, you didn't ask, because you're easily fooled. You just look at a P&L and you have an assumption that they made that by trading. How do you know they made that by trading? Because they told you? You don't know these people. A skill is visual. A skill is visual. A skill is teachable. A skill is repeatable. A skill is for life. A skill will not leave you. A skill will get better each and every day. As you grow, the skill will grow. The more you practice, and you practice the good, and you are precise, the better trader you will become. How good do you want to be? Just don't make any mistakes and you're going to be okay. Yes, that's right. Don't make any mistakes and you will be okay. Well, that's a high bar. That's correct. Don't make any mistakes. Don't fuck up. And the traders at breathingwiththemarkets.com understand what I'm saying. If you cannot analyze a chart, you shouldn't be trading. If you cannot analyze a chart each and every day, you shouldn't be trading. If you don't want to take the time and respect your money, you should not be trading. If you cannot go candle by candle and analyze that, you should not be trading. So 99% of you should actually not be trading. Why? Because the herd's not profitable. And so what makes you think you're going to be profitable gambling? No one has taught you how to actually trade the market. It doesn't matter how many years you've been in the market. I'll tell you one thing. There's not one person alive that can fool me about the market. Because once you understand and you completely understand and know that entire market, what else is there to learn? Think about it. What else is there to learn when you can actually identify everything in that market and what the market's doing? What else is there to learn? It's not support and resistance. Throw that out. Throw the liquidity out. Throw the break of structure out. Throw the highs and lows out, and the lows and the lower highs out. Throw it all out. Can you follow the market candle by candle? It's not ABC 1, 2, 3, look at me. No, that's not how that works. It's not the Elliott wave, traders. It's not the range fake out breakout, traders. It's understanding the entire market, not a slice. No one said you couldn't take out a breakout trade. No one said that. I didn't say you couldn't take a breakout trade. But on these breakout trades, where are their stops? Are they doing 3-to-1s? Of course they are. All of them. All of them. How many people that are trading like that, how many people you know use stop losses, and why? The reason they're using stop loss is because it's a gambling mentality. Why is it a gambling mentality? Because if you only have a stop loss at 5 points, or 3 points, or 2 points, and you're going for 10 to 15 points, and you're just doing a matter of time. Just a matter of time. I'm going to get to the 15 points, so I'm getting to 5-to-1, and over a period of time, as I keep doing this, mathematically, I'm supposed to be okay. You see, you got it all wrong and your math's fucked up. Because last time I was in school, an A was in the 90s. So you want to be an F trader, right? You want people to believe that you get 5-to-1s and 10-to-1s, but you don't show the thousands and thousands of trades you lose. You don't show where all that income is coming from, right? Think about it, traders. How are you going to get better each and every day? Oh, it's simple. Just draw a line. Draw a horizontal box on a chart. Just take it long or short. You got a 50% chance. Oh my gosh. You believe that shit? You watch that stuff? 99% of traders don't know what the hell they're doing in the market, including the traders that I'm talking about. They have no clue. It's a gambling. They do know what they're doing. They're actually gambling, and they just don't admit it. It's kind of like an alcoholic or a drug addict that doesn't admit that they have an addiction. Because those who know how to trade each candle by candle and understands that entire market can see visually and hear them communicate that they don't know how to trade. They admittedly tell you that their shit's for free and you don't need to buy courses, but they sell courses themselves. So here they're telling you they're teaching you for free. You don't have to buy any courses, but then they're selling courses. What kind of jack-off shit is that? Think about it. I mean, we can't fix stupid traders. You must look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you actually gambling, or do you actually know how to navigate through the entire market? Because yes, you must learn to navigate that market. You must learn how to take a methodical approach to that market based on evidence that you can actually see yourself. Do you know a guru that can go ahead and call out candles prior to them happening? Wanting something to present itself before it happens, and then it presents itself, and then you ask for something else next, and then that presents itself, and then you ask for something next, and that presents itself? That shit ain't fake, traders. That shit's real. Do you know a guru that can do that? Do you know a trader that can do that? I teach traders how to trade. It's not called an edge or a strategy. It is actually trading the market on the highest probability trades. Time is important in the market, and it's certainly not time of day. It's when the market is open and when the market is closed. Those are the hours. That's when you should trade, is when the market is open. I know it sounds stupid, right? But you were told not to trade during the holidays. You were told to take half a position on Mondays and Fridays, because what's so different between Mondays and Fridays? Someone want to say there's less fucking liquidity on Monday and Friday? I've never heard of such a bullshit before. Why would you listen to that stuff? Because they want you to believe that they know something that you don't. And if you cannot objectively see it in the market, call bullshit. Call bullshit. If you cannot objectively explain it in the market, call bullshit. If it's not repeatable when you go back in history, call bullshit. When you want to talk about your intuition, who gives a shit about your intuition and your opinions? You cannot prove your intuition. And if you cannot prove it, then it doesn't exist. Because anybody can lie about their intuition after the fact. Oh yeah, I knew this was going to go up. Yeah, because if you look left right here and you see this happening and you see this and you see this, yeah, that's why it went up. It's a story, but they cannot explain exactly why it went up. Why do I know that? Because I can follow the market candle by candle. And what they say doesn't even fucking make any sense. But you, as a trader wanting to learn, how in the hell would you know whether they were telling you the truth or not? Or jerking your chain? You wouldn't know. Because you're trying to gain information from them. They want you to watch. They want you to subscribe. They want you to they want you to watch them trade. It makes them feel good. Why don't you learn how to trade yourself and invest in yourself, invest in your time? Why would you ever want to follow someone who has a shitty hit rate? Think about it. Really? You want them on your team? Seriously, have some respect for yourself. You want people with a 50% hit rate on your team? We're not talking about people that are trying to learn how to trade, traders. We're talking about gurus who flash fancy cars, houses, and everything else, boats, and claim how much money they made in trading, and they want to call themselves a multimillionaire. And you're following them, and they don't even have a high hit rate. How do you think they got there? Do the math. You believe that shit? I mean, seriously, we can't fix stupid. Traders need to understand that each individual that is on YouTube is there for different reasons. That's a fact. Some are good, some are bad. Some change their Discord, some kick you out of Discord, some close their program down. Why? Do you know anybody, a support resistance guru or anybody else, that sold courses, had a Discord, was selling trades, copy me trades, whatever you want to call it, and then closes shop, closes all that shit down when it was supposed to be lifetime? And then creates another channel or two and wants to start over? Start over from what? Your fingerprints are all over this shit. You're a gambler. You don't know how to trade. How many lives were ruined? How many traders did you challenge? How many traders did you kick out of your Discords because they were profitable? They had a better skill than you had. Think about it. Think about who you hang out with. Think about who you follow. Think about the anxiety these traders have now, that they basically rug pulled all of them. Think about all those traders that actually had very little money to join their course to learn very basic shit, and then a rug pull. Are you kidding me? You follow that shit? Think about what I'm saying. A skill. You will know when you have the skill to actually be in that market. But you're told by these fake ass gurus, go ahead and get a paper account, paper trading account. They'll give you $100,000 to paper trade. And go ahead and work on your strategy. This is where you learn how to trade. No, traders, that's where you learn how to fucking gamble. Paper trading, strategy, finding on a paper account is the worst thing you can do. Now what are you gonna do? I'm taking that fake alcohol, those fake drugs away from you. That dopamine. Once you take the dopamine away from you, now what are you going to do? You better learn how to trade. Because you're learning how to gamble on a paper account. I don't care what anyone says. You are learning how to gamble on a paper account. I don't need to go into details because I go into details with the mentees. But no one tells you that. Why? A lot of brokers have paper trading accounts, right? A lot of the prop firms have paper trading accounts, right? Of course they would like you to trade on those. Because when you get a windfall trade, because you don't know what the hell you're doing and you think you do, because your ego and your head's so swollen that you made 10 grand, right? Then what are you going to do? Now you're going to go ahead and buy a test account or Combine, PA, whatever you want to call it. You're going to buy an account to test your skills. And then all of a sudden you get lucky again. And you pass because you gambled your way there. Right? But you didn't know you were gambling. You thought you had it made. And then you go ahead and buy a funded account or transfer to a funded account, wherever you're at. And then you lose your ass. Or maybe you even got a payout. Let's just say you got a payout. Let's just say you had a hat trick, right? 3 in a row. Now you're on fire. You are on fire. Nothing can stop you now, traders. What happens? The gambling sets in. I can do this. I'm going for more. And guess what happens? You never stop. You lose everything you have. And it all started from a paper account. And it all started from the gurus telling you to go trade a paper account. And it all started by gurus telling you, keep it simple, stupid, right? The less you do on the chart, the better it is. Really? Is that what you do in life in general? The less you do, the better it is? When you go to work tomorrow or the next day or next week, the least amount of things that you do or get done, just keep it simple, you'll be successful, right? You're kidding me. There are a lot of smart traders out there, and they've basically been fooled. You still following the top-down analysis? What's the daily candle going to tell you, traders? What is that weekly candle going to tell you? Oh, how about that monthly candle? What's that monthly candle telling you? Can you show objectively what that thing is telling you? Can you? Other than 2 words? This is a high and a low? A body close? The low? I mean, really? A 2-year-old could figure that out. Maybe that's why 99% of the traders can't trade. Because they're told a top-down analysis is key. Well, if a top-down analysis was key, and you should have it in your toolbox to trade, why are 99% of the traders not profitable? But you can't answer that, because you're going to come up with some other fucking word salad. That's right. You're going to come up with some other excuses that cannot be proven. Because if you can't prove something, then I don't need to prove it. I don't need to disprove something you cannot prove. If it's not objective, then there's nothing to say. Because the only thing that they teach you in basic courses is a high, low, close, right? Where the candle opened, where the high, where the low was, and where it closed. Okay, now what? Now you know what a candle looks like. And guess what? There's 16,000, 20,000 different shapes and sizes. So now what are you going to do with that information? That is some funny shit. What in the hell are you going to do now? Because they're all different shapes and sizes. They're all different colors. They all look different. Now they have this, a butterfly, the tombstone. I mean, just everything. A pin bar. It's got to be red. It's got to be green. It's got to be this. We color all of our charts one color. Different colors. Everything to make you feel good. How do you like to feel good? Is feeling good profitable? I tell the traders at breathingwiththemarkets.com, it doesn't matter how much money you make. I would rather have a team of skilled traders. Skilled traders is a key word. Skilled. Yes, a skill. A skill that I cannot take away from them, that nobody can take away from them. No one can ever take a skill away from you. It is with you for life. It is earned. Just because I teach them, just because I mentor them, just because I'm with them, through this entire process. Doesn't mean they don't have to put in the work. They own it. They own it 100%. If they put in the work, based on the knowledge that I gave them and provided them and showed them and proved to them day in and day out, they put in that work, they will be on top of their game. Period. They will be their best. And every time they become their best, expand and live outside that comfort zone. You always want to live outside that comfort zone so you can continue to grow, so you can continue to fail. Because it's easy to taper off and taper back. When you're used to trading big size in fast markets and you drop down to smaller size, it's boring as hell. Takes a long time. It's boring as hell. But you can go back down to reality at some time and just remember those days of, okay, this is slow pitch. I was on a 1 minute chart doing this, and this is slow for me. People cannot imagine being on a 1 minute chart at the open. They're scared. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't been taught. Just set a buy stop and a sell stop, like these clowns do. Just set a buy stop and a sell stop. And then whichever one hits first, then delete the other one. That's what they do. That's what they say. That's what they've done on their YouTube videos. Is that trading, traders? As they have 15, 20,000 people, subscribers, and they have 5,000 to 6,000, 7,000 people following them, what is that trader teaching the people watching? Is that what you call trading? Taking a position long and short, and then when the breakout happens, you close the other position? What kind of fucktard shit is that? And you actually watch that, and you think it's fucking cool? Man. Wow. That is some bad shit. What about the gurus that just take a bounce? Just draw a line. Go on a higher time frame. When price gets there and it starts to reject, just take a short or a long. Manage your risk. Win more than you lose. That's it. That's it. In a complex market that has an algorithm where I teach people 5 hours plus on the first session in the charts. I am in the charts for 5 hours plus. And then the second session, the same thing. And you want to think that somebody's going to get on here claiming to be a multi-million-dollar trader, and they call themselves a trader, okay, keyword, just take a bounce? How is that working out for you, traders? Why don't you try that this week? And disclaimer, I wouldn't do it, but I'm sure you're not going to be doing too well. And how about that multi-million-dollar trader that says he is, donate a bunch of money, since that strategy works, to those who follow him, right, or her, and allow them to just do the bounce. Why not? A multi-million-dollar trader says it's as easy as taking a bounce off of support and resistance on a higher time frame. I think he should donate some money to those traders and have them try it out. That would be cool, right? Instead of rug pulling everything out from all the traders. You have to know who you're following. Trading is actually trading in the market. The more money you have, the less skill you need. It's a fact. If you were working the floor or you're working at some capital firm in New York and you had millions to billions of dollars backing you and they told you that you can only lose your risk for the day is $25,000 a day. So once you lose 25 grand in that day, you're out for that day. And I'm just giving you a hypothetical, okay? Because I'm sure they have some type of stop, right? Or limit that they can lose. Total drawdown for the day, all right? So as you have millions and millions of dollars backing you, isn't that a fucking paper account? Think about it. What is your risk? Oh, your job? So your job's at risk? Oh, okay. So the only thing you would lose is your job. And I don't know how they operate, but think about what I'm saying. So if you have someone that says, oh, I made $5 million that last year. I made $5 million last year. Well, how much money did he have backing him up or her up? Who put up the money? Where was the cushion? Right? Think about it. Don't follow the money. Request a skill. Have them prove a skill. Have them prove a skill. If they say they're teaching free on YouTube, then show your skill. Or you just think everything is for free, you can do it yourself, right? How many times did you think that you could work on your car? Just take the engine apart. Fuck. How hard is it? Find the right wrenches, start taking that shit off. How hard can it be? How hard is it to get a paper account? How hard is it to open up a brokerage account? A live trading account? Oh shit, live, huh? How hard is it? Not hard at all. And it's even easier losing your ass. So how fun is that? Is that what you want? You want to keep spinning your wheels day in and day out, thinking that you're not smart enough to trade? I'm here to tell you, traders, yes, you are smart enough to trade. You are. You are smart enough to trade. You do have the ability to trade. You do have the will to survive. The only problem is you have lack of education. That is the problem. You need the appropriate education, not basic education. You need advanced education. Ooh, advanced, huh? So I guess I'm out. If I don't know how to trade, having advanced education would be bad for me. No, you're wrong. Someone that can teach you advanced education in the trading and being able to follow that chart like glue is the best option for you. Why? Because it is skill. It is a skill-based program. You will know exactly what to do and why to do it. How could you screw that up? It's reps. All it is reps. Pushing a button is the last thing that you even think about. Risk starts before the execution of a trade, traders. That's a fact. Remember that. Remember that. I wish you well. I hope you have a great day. Peace.